Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. We're good.
Okay, I'm keeping that in, by the way.
So we're both.
Yeah, no, we are. So, yeah, welcome to episode 21? 20...
I don't even remember. Oh, no.
Whatever, it's fine. So welcome to another episode of Life Chats. It's been a while. A lot of stuff going on in December. Was very busy for the both of us.
Every time you say it's good to be back, we're going to come back next week, we never do. So from here on in,
No,
never. No, it's been like a month, dude.
Yeah, no, but it's just like, I moved back to Toronto, and that kind of messes our filming schedule up. You're busy with your life,
A lot
and
of stuff.
I'm busy with my stuff, so for sure, this is definitely not a priority, but it's still fun to do. So that's all we do. I'll just call it like it is.
Welcome back.
Hey, shout out to Samantha. So, it's just like,
Oh, come on!
yeah, so if you...
Oh.
God, I like how you were like, who are you talking about? the person you just... Whatever. Oh, I love the forced laugh, man.
Because it's
so good.
embarrassing.
It's
Keep
so
going.
good.
Okay.
So I had this idea the other day, and I know this to be very true about you, that you're very hard on yourself. You strive for perfection, and you're constantly doing your best job to make everything perfect. So as such, you have very high standards for yourself, and I know you to be very critical of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what kind of struck me was interesting. I was talking to a friend. This was I don't know who you're thinking of. I was talking to I have more than like two friends here. So
I love how you knew exactly what I was thinking of.
So I was talking to another friend, and we were basically just talking about how, like, she was saying that, like, you're a great guy, you need to accept that. I'm like, I don't think anyone can, I know. Yeah, debatable. But she was saying, why can't you accept that? Because I said to her, and I was being honest, if I notice people working as hard as I do, I would say, you're amazing, you're a hard worker, but I can't say that to myself.
Right.
Something wrong with my hair?
No, it's been so long I didn't realize how much it's grown.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It was a little, like, tough the last time I saw you. But yeah, no, so that made me think, I'm like, why are people their own worst critic? And it's interesting because, again, just what I was mentioning before, you're very critical of yourself.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like you can never take a compliment? Or why do you always feel like whatever you do is not good enough for yourself?
Why can't I take a compliment? That is a whole other debate. Probably need a doctor on the couch. But I don't think... I wouldn't say everybody's their worst critic. I know a lot of people that think they can do no wrong. Not who you're thinking about. That's not who I'm referring to. But still applies. So that's not who I was... Anyway. So for me, I mean... Why am I my own worst critic? Because I'm very self-aware of my abilities. And I know what I can and cannot do. I know that if there's something that I can try to do and I might be successful at it, then I'll say it. But I don't want to give people the false hope that I can do certain things and then I won't deliver. Right. So I'm very straight up with that, and I'm very self-aware. But people are always like, oh, you're so hard on yourself. And sometimes, most of the time I go, it's not that. It's because I know what I can do, I know my capabilities, and sometimes that is just not in the realm. Now, another reason why I'm so hard on myself is because, growing up in the acting industry and a former heavy, you get rejected a lot. There's a lot of rejection. There's a lot of underestimation. There's a lot of that. So that plays into it too. When you are being constantly told no in the acting world, and then you're growing up. Well, I don't want to say morbidly obese. Although there was a time. Anyway, but like growing up, heavier or stockier than other people. You get ingrained in your brain that you can't do certain things. Now I've been able to fuel that and change things up in the sense that, anybody's negativity just fuels my fire, and it makes me want to prove them wrong. But back then it wasn't quite like that. So when you're constantly told no, then sometimes that'll affect somebody to the point where they don't believe they can do anything. If you have teammates, coaches, friends that are always badgering you, and even parents or other family members that keep saying you can't do it, you won't be successful, once that message keeps happening over and over again, once that is being said over and over again for days, weeks, months, years, eventually some people, and I'll even say, I fit into this too sometimes, they'll tend to believe it. Mm-hmm. So with me, I kind of was able to, over time, I was able to change it up. And I'm going to polish my language a bit here, but that's kind of what changed me into my not giving a crap attitude. You know, I just do me, and you know, and if I can do it, I'll do it. But if someone tells me I can't do it, and I know I can, then I'll go ahead and prove them wrong. If I know I can and I agree, I'm like, yep, no, yep, I can't.
But I feel like you also do things like that out of spite. If someone says you can't do it, you're like, well, I'm going to prove you wrong.
Watch me. So, yeah, but what about you?
So it's interesting though. Like it's like, hold on. Like I feel like it's interesting. Like it's not so much you're critical of yourself, so much as you're just conditioned to think a certain way based on your experiences. Yeah. And that you've channeled that negativity that people have given you, coaches, friends, family, whatever. You've channeled that into bettering yourself, and you're like you feel like you bettered yourself, which is good. No one can take that away from you. But it's like it's not so much critical as it is just conditioning. That you've conditioned to think a certain way about yourself. Not that you're like hard on yourself to do better. You're just thinking, oh, I'm just not good enough based on what everyone's told me.
Right, but some people don't have the mental fortitude that that's putting me on a pedestal. Don't want that. But some people don't.
No, we don't want
that.
No.
So yeah, that I mean, but some people don't do that, right? And there are many cases where people, we're always told no as a kid with their parents that they're not able to aspire to be better than what they are, which makes me sick. But I mean, I was able to change that up a bit, and it's like, if you tell me I can't do something, I've said this before on the show, if you tell me I can't do something and I want to do it, I'm going to go and try to do it.
So that's
the last few months.
That's the difference between you and I, though. If someone says you can't do it, I'd be saying, okay, you're probably right. I'm just going to accept that and move on.
But does that depend on what the thing is, or is it just with anything, you're just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm just not as, I don't want to say vindictive, because that's not it. I'm just not as, scornful? No. I'm just not like you. I'm just not like...
Damaged, broken.
Yeah.
Just which one, Kevin?
Pessimistic.
Jaded.
Yeah.
Pessimistic.
No, I just like, if someone...
the rap sheet I got there.
If someone says that to me, I'm like, okay, yeah, you're probably right.
That is true. You do that.
Yeah.
Because even like, oh my god, I don't know if you know this story, but back when we were in university, I would try to give you two different opposite opinions, and you both told me that they were okay. I forget what it was, but I remember when we were back at...
Something in your throat there? Or?
Oh, gosh. Ugh. Sorry, it was just a nagging pain.
No, but I'm so conflict adverse that I would just say that just to spare any form of conflict.
But it was funny, because I remember twice, I'm like, I'm going to try this on him, and I gave you one scenario, and then like in 2 days I gave you like two different viewpoints. Yeah, that sounds like for the best. And I'd be like, get me an answer.
No, I remember that. I'm a little bit better at that. I've gotten better at that.
That's been part of your New Year's resolution.
Yeah, it has been,
and it's remarkable. How's it been going so far?
So what was my resolution again?
It was to be like you were doing it in 2018, but you said 2019 you're going to be even more firmer on decisions.
Yeah, no, it's been going better. I mean, today's kind of been bad because I'm like figuring out what we're going to do after this. Yeah. That's been kind of back and forth because people are like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, okay, well, let's make everyone happy. But no, like with regards to like avoiding conflict, I feel that's also the reason why. Like I feel the last 4 years since I've graduated university, I feel with my work experience that it's been an environment that's cultivated this perfectionist perspective for me, and I feel I've gotten more critical of myself as a result of my desire to be perfect. Even like a couple of years, like before when I was at university, I didn't really care as much about a lot of stuff. I was just kind of neutral. I didn't want to make a splash. But now I'm just like, if I've messed up on something that could be insignificant to you, it'll like ruin my entire day. Because it's like, it's not perfect.
So how does that explain some of the edits on the videos?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's just
I've been waiting.
That's just you throwing it up. I'm just like, Michael, edit this. Like, okay, so I'll just spend like 2 seconds, upload it. That's good enough. Yeah, no, it's definitely.
Sorry, I had that going, man. As soon as you were talking about perfectionist, I went.
I just see like a glimmer in your eye. I'm like, what is he going to talk about? But no, like I think that's definitely been. Like I would say, I'm my own worst critic in that sense. And
Yes.
what I'm trying to do is a friend of mine actually got me a. It's over there, the bookshelf. It's a. You can't see it.
Leaf 65. Oh no,
No, not that one. It's called the 5-Minute Journal, and what it is that it self-directed. You're gonna say like 3 good things about yourself. You're gonna say like 1 thing that you want to improve on, and then you're gonna say 1 thing that you're thankful for. So it's basically just it's a means of like for me because like, I'm constantly just putting myself down, and I'm constantly just ragging on myself and being self-deprecating. So
do that.
I feel like that talking about conditioning. I feel like that's kind of I've been basically telling myself I'm not worth anything. So that book there is helping me. I haven't even used it yet because I find it's actually you're talking about people that are so egotistical. I can't even come up with 3 good things about me to write that thing because it's just like I'm like, is it really a good thing? But no, I'm being serious.
No,
and so like that's
Is this every day?
it's supposed to be every day.
Every day.
It's supposed to be,
Okay.
and eventually it's supposed to turn your perspective around to be like, okay, maybe I am worth something.
You're tall. You're funny.
But like that's yeah. What's the
That's
third?
true.
What's the third one?
I was gonna say friendly, but
Whatever.
charitable.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
no, screw charities.
Yeah, but no, but it's tough, bro. And I think one thing that I'm looking to do is definitely try to put things that
have
might
nice
be
clothes.
insignificant
Right.
and put them against something that actually is a bigger deal. And then maybe that'll help me realize that the thing I'm worried about isn't that
One good
troublesome
thing.
after all.
Kelly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
I'm doing your homework.
You're genius, man. My wrist. But yeah, no. You know what? I think it's definitely it's different. I think some people are very harsh on themselves. I think people in acting specifically have a chip on their shoulder when it comes to criticism, whether self-directed or outward from.
They do, but it's like it's 2 opposites. Like there's nothing like really in the middle. There's those that don't welcome it at all and think that there's God's gift to the world, and then you have the people that just like get completely shattered. You know, it's very.
Where do you fall in that line?
I take direction really well. So maybe when I was first starting out, absolutely, I was like, oh, are you kidding me? I'll just do it my way. But like over time, I've been able to take direction well. Now, if it's something stupid that I don't agree with whatsoever, then I'll speak up.
Yeah.
But I'm usually good with that, and just with what I've been doing the last few months. If there's someone out there that has a better idea, then I'll listen to it absolutely. But I gotta outweigh the pros and the cons, and sometimes I do feel like my idea is a little bit better. But with acting or devising, writing, whatever it is. I'm welcome to suggestions, and I don't really shoot anything down unless it's really stupid. 13 minutes.
But no, I just want to say, like, just quickly before we go, do you feel like criticism can be constructive or
Oh, absolutely.
could it be destructive? I guess it depends on the person.
It
depends
depends.
on what it is.
It depends. I mean,
but generally speaking, is it better or worse?
I don't know. I think as time gone on, we're in a generation now where we're all snowflakes. But like, I feel that that's just
It's true.
but I think constructive criticism has always been. It's getting better in the sense that it's not like saying that's wrong. It's like I see what you did there, but maybe trying it this way, or have you considered going at it from this angle? I feel like constructive is better, and I think we're going more that way just because of we're in the generation that everyone's offended at everything now.
Everything, yeah.
So, but do you feel that way too?
I feel like if you're using it to be better, yeah, it's constructive. But
Right.
I think it's just try to strike that balance. Like try to be moderate. Like don't be like so hard on yourself,
Right.
and don't think that you're the best.
True,
Try
true.
to find a happy medium.
Figure out what you can do, what you want to achieve, and what you absolutely cannot do. And it's not like you just can't, like something that you don't think that you cannot do, even with practice. Like really be self-aware of what you can do physically, mentally, emotionally. that kind of stuff.
It'll spare you some time and heartache. But no, so let us know what your thoughts are on whether or not you guys are hard on yourself or whether or not you guys think that you're amazing. I think you can speak for all your former colleagues that they're probably the egotistical camp, but it's just
not all of them, but it's okay. I don't talk to those people
anymore.
It's okay. It's fine.
But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll try and do another one of these sooner rather than later.
Oh, he jinxed it again.
Oh.
See you in a month, friends!
Yeah, whatever.